My friends, hello. How are you doing? How was your day? Well, as usual, I'm trusting you had a great day. I had a good day. It was hectic, but it was a good day. Tell me something. How do you feel about being in the middle? In the middle of anything? Whether it is that you are in the middle of a relationship, meaning that it's a threesome, if you are considered middle class in the society, if you're in the middle of a family, maybe your parents have three children, you're the middle one. If you're in the middle of a quarrel between two friends, maybe you're one of the friends, and perhaps you're being called on to take sides. Whatever it is, it's never, ever the nicest thing to be in the middle. I don't know if I'm the only one who has thought about this, but look here. My nostril again. I was thinking for the people who are considered middle class and middle income earners, boy, those people really seem to take a beating. There are so many things that you can't get because you are not far down the ladder enough to benefit from that, and then you're not high up enough to benefit. So if you try to get down there, it doesn't augur well for you. And if you try to reach up to the upper echelon, it's like you're on a ladder teetering and you just might fall off if you reach too far. You just don't seem to be able to make it. I used to notice that whenever the NHT benefit was increased, and you said, yes, I'm going to be able now to own a house because it's within reach. Well, let me tell you something. By the time you think you're there, the house is on the market and the land increases. And you make several steps, but it's just a little ahead of you. Like maybe something you see on the ground or something. I don't know. You're trying to reach for it, and just as soon as you thought you had it, it was just a little bit ahead of you. Much like a rolling calf, and they say that you see cow at night and you're going to grab the rope. As soon as you thought you grabbed it, it was a little bit ahead of you. And when that happened for a couple of times, you realized what it was that you're going after. So, that kind of thing. You just never seem to be able to get there. And you can't pull yourself down into the situation where you can get the benefit that the lower class gets. So like for instance, now, if you earn a certain amount, you perhaps can get a grant from the National Housing Trust for like about 2.5 or 2 million, somewhere there, and you don't even have to repay it. You know how many people would be happy for that? But you're earning too much, you cannot benefit from that. Same thing with the tax relief. You're at a point where you'd love to be relieved, but you can't get it because you're earning above a certain level. And you have to pay a lot of the taxes. And the people who can really afford it, it doesn't bother them because they really can't afford it. So it doesn't matter. So once you're in the middle there, you're going to be squeezed. I'm listening to the talk that the household helpers or the people who are paid wages, because not just household helpers, I think they need to be paid a certain sum. And I agree, because as far as I'm concerned, they should earn much more. But look at it this way. The people who are paying them can't afford much more. It's a vicious cycle. You need the help, but you can't afford much more. The light bill goes up, the food goes up, the people who pay rent, it goes up, mortgage, all sorts of things go up except the salary. So how are you going to manage? And you just go from day to day to day. It's a vicious cycle. You are in the middle. You just can't breathe because you're in the middle there. Now you have two friends, and there is a fuss between both of them. And it's like somebody wants you to take side. You can't do that. You have to be fair and you have to split justice. But it's kind of difficult. I remember having got caught in a situation like that, with a couple that I was very good friends with both of them. And the relationship went sour. And the wife kind of took herself away a little bit. She was, but still within, reaching distance and all of that. And I was friends with both of them, I said, and the husband and I were very good friends and stuff. And it went on, and no matter what I did, they were just irresolute. They just weren't going to fix anything. And he was ready to get married, and he wanted me to come to the wedding to sing. And I felt so badly. I felt as though I was betraying the woman, and I didn't go and listen to me. It landed me to Macabush. I said, I landed into Macabush. I kid you not. He refused to speak to me. He wouldn't speak to me. He said I jumped ship and I had done this and I had done that, and oh gosh, I felt so badly. But what was I supposed to do? Tell me, what was I to do? Because I felt as though I was, betraying her as well. And I wished I could have pulled myself out of it. But because I didn't go, I was severely ostracized. And we didn't talk for years. He refused to speak with me. Boy, I tell you. But anyway, we got past it. And we became friends again, but we were never the same. Boy, I tell you. And I think distance affected that. Think about a child who is the second of 3 children. That child is in a situation where he or she feels neglected sometimes, feels left out because, the first child, when the first child comes, the parents are very doting and they're happy, and whatever the child does is always so fabulous, and they're very affirming of this child, and they say, oh, this one is this and that and never knows what, and that one sets the pace for the rest of them. And then a second child comes, and they're happy, they're very happy and everything, but somehow a third child comes along, and that one needs to be taken care of because that one is a little bit, and perhaps the other one is able to do more than the second one, so that one is affirmed a lot, and the little one is coddled, and so the big one feels neglected. So, sometimes these young ones grow up being rebellious, or they are very mild-mannered and just very agreeable, And so sometimes where they fall, especially those ones, really affect their personality. And I was thinking about it, so I said to myself, let me see if anybody else sees what I see. Being in the middle there, man, not such a nice thing at all. You perhaps want to be in the upper sections of whatever situation it is, or maybe if it is something that you can benefit from, maybe at the bottom, but being in the middle there, no. When I think about it, anytime you're in the middle there, it's just not so kosher. And I could think of so many other things, but I don't want to go too long talking. So I just wanted to run that by you to see whether anybody else is thinking the way I am in terms of being in the middle there. How does it make you feel being in the middle? And if you think that really it is not the best place to be. Just my thoughts. So I'm going to bid you adieu. Hope that you have a good one. Rest well because it's night time now. And I'm reminding you to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and to leave a comment if you will. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.